Hi, this is RE in another video, and today I will be talking about money, financial side of travel and stay, or travel and tourism in Cambodia. How much does it all cost? Well, it's not a cheap excursion and not a cheap adventure. Maybe, well, for some wealthy people it might be cheap. It is probably. But for you traveling on a budget, well, you have to consider a few things. Firstly, flight. Well, flight is, especially when you go for short vacation, short holidays, well, to visit and go back, it is quite a big chunk of your budget, because the flights, depending where you're flying from, can range from, if you find a cheap one, from, let's say, Europe, you can have one return ticket for, let's say, $600 even. But if you're traveling from further away in the world, it will be even probably twice as expensive. And if we're talking about higher limit, it is around $1,300 or more in a high season. So from the world, you can even look at about $2,000 one-way ticket, return ticket, 4,000, whatever. And if you want to travel first class or business class, it will be much, much more. But let's try to estimate how much money you will need here at minimum to come and see Cambodia for a few days or a few weeks, couple of weeks for your summer holidays. Well, cost of travel aside, coming here you'll have to spend some money on local transportation, depending if you want to see one city like Siem Reap and Angkor Wat, or more cities. Travel inside the city is either you take a motor scooter, or like a motorcycle. It's called scooter here, not like like one which you push your leg with, or electric scooter. No. It's a proper motorcycle called scooter, and it's automatic, and it costs for a whole month between let's say $80 and $120, averaging $100. So I'm making my eyes like this because it's really bright. The sun is here. Wow, it's really bright. So this is the first cost. If you renting day per day, it is around $8 per day. So you have to consider, 8 times 13, and you have 104, if I'm calculating correctly. If you rent for a whole month, it will be already cheaper. So if you know that you'll be here for longer than 13 days, well, or 13 is 104. So if you want to rent for 13 consecutive days, you have to pay 104. So if you tell them I am renting for the whole month, you pay just 100, so you have already $4 in your pocket, and you can give it back after 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, whatever. But it is economically more feasible, cheaper to rent for a whole month. If you're intending to stay for 13 days or longer, if less, well, you can rent day by day, or you can use a tuk-tuk or motorized rickshaw, whatever you can call it, and it is depending on if you're taking a tuk-tuk from a street guy who's telling you tuk-tuk or whatever, they're swarming you around, it will be probably more expensive. If you have your smartphone application, like for example Grab or PassUp, which is probably a little bit cheaper, the Pasap one. You pay around 1,200 real, which is around 28, 30 cents per kilometer, if I remember correctly, and it is around twice as cheap as otherwise taken tuk-tuk. So that's first cost, transportation. Yeah, if you want to travel between the cities, it is around $10 on the bus, going around 400 kilometers, let's say. If you're traveling by night bus, you have places where you can lie down and sleep. If you're a tall person, there are places where there's a single one, and on the other side of the bus there are double ones. So if you're a big person, if you have more hand luggage, there are also restrictions in hand luggage. You just can have a small bag. Everything else goes to whole package, and you can't have too much. So the best way is to buy two beds, one beside another. On this side were the two of them, not the one. And you can sleep quite comfortably. I am almost 2 meters height, 6'5", and well, it was quite comfortable. Like going sideways. Not super comfortable because I won't fit there 100%, but yeah, sort of comfortable. And this is another cost, around $32 for night travel, and I prefer night because I can sleep, and plus I am saving $20 for night stay. So the travel costs me 12. Night sleep accommodation already provided for 20 plus this 12 for journey, 32 altogether. It cost me last time from Phnom Penh to Siem Reap. Another thing you need to consider is accommodation, food, and whatever you may want to experience here, some fun. So food, depending on how well you want to eat, it can cost you anything. But if we're talking about budget, you can buy a big bag of rice, like 25 kilograms, called the cheapest. You can calculate prior to coming here how much rice you need per day, and here you'll probably need less because it's very warm or even hot, high humidity. In the high season, the humidity is not that high, but the sun is even hotter. So you don't need as much food as in your country, probably, unless you're from another very warm country. And also you need a lot of water. I'm over 100 kilograms, like probably 15 stones or something like that, I'm not sure, over 15 stones. And I drank 6 liters of water every day, and I still drink that much. But I boil my water even from the bottles because, well, just an additional precaution. The water may cost you, well, I'm not sure how the big tank costs. Well, the 1.5 liter bottles, 12 of them in a big box, costs, in Phnom Penh I paid $4.50, here I pay around $5 for this case, and it lasts me for 3 days. So every day $1.5 or $1.7 every day for water per person. Food, if you buy rice, if you buy pasta is more expensive. If you want to cook your own, if you go to a market and you find clean fresh meat, and I saw this on other YouTube videos that supposedly in some Asian countries, people who sell meat supposedly keep them in formaldehyde to not have this spoiled, and you can see the flies flying and everything sitting on it. You may go to to a shop where they have fridges and freezers and buy meat from there, but it's more expensive. You can go also to the village and try to buy something really fresh, where the villager will do the chicken, well, prepare the chicken for you very fresh, if you know what I mean. And then you have to consider if your accommodation has some pans and pots, whatever, to cook your food. Veggies, well, you can buy veggies, wash them properly, water with some vinegar, that's it. You can have it quite cheap. So if you want to cook your own food, it will probably cost you around, well, $2, being safe, $2.50. And also, if you don't eat too much, if you want to buy something cheap, like a street food, well, I would abstain from frutti di mare, you know, like seafood, because especially some scavengers may carry some parasites, and even if cooked, might be still dangerous because they might not be cooked, the parasites. And also, well, probably eating fruit, nuts would be the best option for you. I've met with Pierre, the Dutch guy, the guy from Netherlands, from Holland, and told me he studied food for 30 years and dietary science, and he said that's the only proper food for humans, fruit and nuts. Probably I would abstain from some veggies as well, but you can buy coconut, big one, for $4. You get a straw, you get a small hole, you can sip it. It's quite a lot of this water. Electrolytes, very nice. And you can ask the people. Normally you throw it away, or people take it home, they throw it away somewhere because you don't have tools to open it really. But actually fly my place. Okay, small hole. Okay, anyways, so you can ask them, because they have this machetes or cleavers to split it after you drink it, of course, and then take it home. You can scoop it, spoon it, whatever, eat, like well, what you call this, coconut shavings, whatever, coconut flakes, and it's, well, good food for you because it's fatty and it's a fruit. So I check the camera and how long this goes. Well, 13 minutes. I have another 2. So accommodation you can find for $20 is most common per night, but you can find cheaper also, probably for around $10-15. If you want to stay for the entire month, they will do the cheaper option for you, probably even from $200. If you sign a contract per year, it will be around $200 or more if you want more luxurious place with a swimming pool, even a house with a swimming pool starting from $1,500. So quite expensive, but you can stay on budget. So let's calculate the journey. One way, it might cost you as little as $300. The accommodation as little like, depending how far from the city, maybe from $100 even, but average 150, 200. So you have already 500 for the start, for the first month. And also food can cost you as little as, let's say, $300. Motorcycle, another $100. So you do the calculation yourself. So if you want to come over here, the normal salary is around $300, so you won't be able to survive on that kind of money. So you need to have like another 300 extra a month, yeah? 200 here, 100 there, 100 food, something around 400 or 500 at least a month. So that's the cost of living here. I check the camera again. It is 40 minutes something. Thank you very much. RE out. See you next time. Bye.